Hey everybody, it's Baby Bear. Today I'm going to explain how I made this mask. If you hear any background noise or if the audio is bad, I'm sorry. I'm doing this on my phone and it's my first video. But as you can see, this is cardboard because my parents don't know and I didn't want to ask them for one, and so it's not like if you can't for any reason or don't want to ask for one of the actual cat masks, here is how I made mine out of cardboard. And I understand if you don't have all the materials, but here's what I did. So first I took a cardboard box, cut the top and the bottom flaps and then the side flaps too. You have two chances to get, like for one cardboard box, you have two chances to get the mask like the right size. Once you have one of the sides, put your face to it and measure your forehead and your chin. Okay. Then with a marker, you'll start drawing out the outline of what you want to do. When you get to your chin, for most people and me, and what you'll probably want to do if you're making an animal mask, is you'll want to do a little V indent right here and make the sides to going into the top of the V, upside down V, a little bit more round than the rest of where the mask is. And it's okay if you don't do it on the first try or if you mess up both tries, because I feel like you'll probably get another chance with another cardboard box at some point. But then, it took me 2 tries, and so if it took you only one try, you can make the ears and the tongue, if you want a tongue, out of the cardboard on the back. But if you took 2 tries like it took me, you can either use the first mess up as extra, or you can use the sides or another box. For the tongue, you'll take some more cardboard and you'll cut out, turn it over for this, you'll cut out a long oval, half of a long oval actually, and then if you already made a long oval, just cut it in half, and then you take the mask that you have and glue it on there. But I forgot a step. For me, what I did was before I glued the tongue on. So, I went too fast. I'm so sorry. You also want to cut out the eyes. You can either use an X-Acto knife, but be very, very careful. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. You can either use an X-Acto knife, and if you're too young, make sure you have parent assistance or someone older to help you or someone more experienced to help you with this part. Or you can use scissors. I use scissors, that's why it's a little bit more riggedy on the eye places, but it's okay. Okay. And then for me, when it took scissors, you'll have to open the scissors wide, take one of the things, and then gently, well, not gently, but like slowly add a little bit more pressure until you get a hole where you want it to be, in the middle of where the eye is going to be. And then you take that hole and you use it as your guide to where or how you want it to look like. Obviously, you should map out what you want the eyes to look like before, but it can be very hard, especially using scissors, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. For the tongue, before you glue it on, I took a pink marker and I colored it in, and then I added one line to make it look a little bit more realistic. I added one line down the middle. And then if you want to have a piercing like me, both of the piercings that I used are just earrings. Like, as you can see when I flip it over, you can see how it's an earring, and then it had that clear protective part to keep it in, especially while I'm moving around. It's okay if you don't have to have piercings, but that's what I did if you want to have them too. For the ears, you're going to take more cardboard and you are going to cut it out into 2 rectangles. And I know it sounds really easy, but for me it was a little bit of a trouble, so my ears are also not the best, but it's okay. Like I said before, it does not have to be perfect. For me, this was my first mask and I've learned a lot, and it was really fun. Okay, so I took 2 so you take the 2 triangles, and for me, this I painted it before I glued the ears on, and I painted the ears and the mask separately before I glued it on, just so that way, like, I knew that it would be fine, like, because I didn't want to, like, just have like a little bit right here and have it all messy, because, like, as you can see, since I didn't paint it when I had this glued on, or colored it while I had it glued on, none of it got onto the actual mask itself, which is a good thing. For me personally, I forgot to paint the inside of the ear, and it just, so I took some red and I colored it in. So just should have planned it out a little bit more, but it's fine. And then for the straps, I know many people won't have it, and it's okay if you don't. I don't fully know what to do. I think yarn or something else would also work for the straps, but for me, I had, if you look into my older shorts before I made this mask, you can see a different kind of mask, like I got it from a friend's quinceañera, and she let me take 2 home, and so I took one of them, my least favorite, and I took it and I ripped the straps off of it. And then, because this was a real hassle to figure out, and it does hurt your hands a little bit, but it's okay. But I also then took the backs of some earrings and put them in to the mask. And so yeah, that's how I made my mask. I hope this helps you.